oh, here's a picture so you can see, oh, she was happy when she was flying. But we have no idea why she stopped. We have, like, this is, So, though on one hand we can talk about the misogyny or the sexism that is inherent in the environment that's been created, we also, need to talk about the design decisions that were made and the ways that those, outside of the context of the game, perpetuate problematic attitudes. And yeah, I'm sure, I mean, the idea of any of these side quests ending without a body just... We should be keeping track. I don't know, I think there was one. I think the first side quest, you, like, point a gun at somebody and they stop running. So it's interesting because the gun is still... That... Did you just see that car vanish? Or was that just me?
11K, go ahead.
Oh, there he is up there.
I'll do it. So help me God, I'll jump.
Don't worry, I'll come up there and point a gun at you, and that'll convince you to not.
I know a ton of this psychology stuff. You take the back alley and find a way up there.
A ton of this psychology stuff. Now, if I... it does make me wonder, like, sort of advent of modern psychology. That's an interesting concept. But, oh, really? Another... I'm going to try to actually climb one of these poles sometime. I just want to see if this is possible. Actually, no, I didn't. I never said that. My mom might still be in it. I never said that. Shooting him is the fastest way to get him to come down.
Are you crazy? What are you trying to do?
Playing Super Mario Brothers is a nightmare.
My first jumper. Could have soaked him up with a sponge.
Oh, come on. What? Why would you... Okay. Are you actually going to give me the opportunity to say things?
I can't do it. I'll come quietly. I need some help. Please. You gotta get me some help.
You're a danger to yourself and to others.
Really? Your first response? Dude says, I just need some help. I've got to get some help. And the first thing you say is, you're a danger to yourself and others. Like... Alright, so let's take 5 seconds to talk about how garbage that case was. We drive to a space... we drive across town to get to a space where there's a reported jumper. Yeah, I'd like to also point out that we weren't even given the option. Yeah, Black Bat, that's a great point, because we didn't even have the option to pull a gun on this guy. So we drive to a case where somebody is potentially going to take their own life. We hear a police officer talking about how messy the guy was, that was his first jumper. Then we get to the top of the space. The guy comes down without a fight. Not once do we hear anybody say anything about the idea of trying to help him or figuring out what was wrong with him. The case resolves without us seeing any sort of actual resolution. We haven't seen... we don't see a ambulance show up. We don't hear anything about why he decided to jump. Like, this was just basically drive to this space and get a free side quest. And to Black Bat's point, like, I can only imagine what would have happened if that jumper had been black. Or, like, no, that was a garbage side quest. I'm taking a note.